Hello and welcome to Mark No Horsemanship. Here we are with Olaf, a little follow-up video on Olaf. If y'all watched the one of me ground driving him the other day and heard the reasons why I was doing that was because Olaf has a terrible, he's terrible with the bit. He's awful. And so that was the reason why he came. And I think that, I think it was overlooked, of course, never addressed properly. And if you saw him in the video the other day, I had already kind of got him over the hump. You didn't get to see a lot of what he was doing in that video, but you did get to see a little bit of it. So if you're watching this, wondering what I'm talking about, and you haven't seen it, then maybe scroll down and find the video so you'll know where we're at. But all I've done is lunged him around a little bit, got my snaffle bit in his mouth, got my driving lines on, and we're just going to ground drive him. All I'm going to be doing is asking him just a little bit of pressure on that bridle, give and take, pressure and release, and we'll just see where we're at on it. The other day what he was doing was furiously shaking his head. I mean, he shook his head so hard as he was going around, he would bang it on the walls. I mean, he was furiously shaking his head. And that was with a limited amount of pressure before anybody jumps up and says I'm being cruel. You got to correct these things and you got to teach them. They don't bring horses to me to look at, so I've got to do something. He gives to the halter good, laterally and vertically. You know, all in all, he's pretty good in the halter. I don't mean riding him in the halter. I mean just on the ground, and he probably would ride pretty good in a halter. But we're going to address this bit thing because I think it's important. So right off the bat, I'm just going to get started. I'm going to run this one line around this rump right here, and we're just going to simply drive him off and ask him to walk around this pen. Hopefully you won't see nothing of what you saw or what he was doing the other day. So I'm just going to let him get loosened up to that and not ask for nothing just yet. Now he can feel the weight of the lines on him, sure, but I haven't added any pressure. When I do, it's not going to be a lot of pressure, so no one starts sending me hate comments. So right here, as he's going around, I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure and ask him to what? To break a tip pole. Look at there. Look at there. That's good. Look at there. That's nice. Now I'm going to see how long he can tolerate that. Just a moment. Look at there. Ain't that pretty? Got that head down there? I like it when they start dropping them heads like that. That's obeying that bridle. That's saying yes sir or yes ma'am to that bit. And I like that. So this is probably going to be a short video today because I don't keep going with something that is doing good. I think there's a lot to that people don't get into. You know, when you get down inside of a horse like I try to do, and you get down inside of them, you finally do get down inside of them, there's a fine line on when you quit. A good horseman knows when to quit. So right here I'm going to apply just a little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure. Oh boy, watch him lower that head. Somebody can't, look at that. Look at that. Oh boy. Man, that's awesome. That just, like I said in the first video, that's just, I like that about as much as I like cornbread and beans. But I tell you what, I like me some chocolate cake too, and I think I'd choose this right here over chocolate cake and milk. This is a good deal right here now. I like me a good cup of coffee, but I believe I'd take this over coffee. Let's see here if we can't get that. Look at here. Apply a little bit of pressure. Oh boy, look at that. Ain't that pretty? Now we're going to turn him right here. We'll turn him. Ask him to go this way. Now this ground driving technique I'm doing right here, it's really vital and it's very important. And there's a lot of folks that try it and they do it for the wrong reason. You notice I don't have draw lines on. I'm not asking him to do something that he can't do. I don't have draw reins on him. You know, some people will run it through the stirrups, through the bit, and then they'll hook it to the saddle or something. It makes a set of draw reins. I'm not trying to bind this horse up. All I'm trying to do, I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but he picked his head up to look at something out there, and he obeyed that bridle, and immediately he come back down. I like that. But I'm not trying to put this horse in a position that's going to make him uncomfortable, that's going to make him sore backed, you know, and get him hating life. That's not what I'm trying to do. Since I've been running my mouth going to the right, I haven't even applied any pressure, but I'm going to right now. I'm going to slow my body down and let the weight of the reins go into his mouth right here. Look at here, look at there. Oh boy, ain't that pretty. Now if we can keep him that light mouth, I'll start riding this horse next week. Today's Saturday, and I'll probably start riding this horse next week with just a snap a bit. And let's see how he does with the stop. Ooh, 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 ooh. Back, back, back. Ooh, back, back, back. Gets a little bit beside himself right here on the back. Ooh. Let him pick himself up a little bit. Back, right there. That'll be sufficient. Let's get him out of this corner where y'all can see him a little better. I'm going to stop him right here and ask him to back. Whoa back, 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 whoa back. Look at that. Whoa back. Good boy. Good boy. We'll let him reward him. I'll reward him right here. Let him sit here. Whoa, whoa. Good. Now look how he's staying arched. He don't have to, but he's obeying that bridle. So there ain't no use what I call beating a dead horse. He's doing it. There ain't no use in going any further. So we're going to draw him up right here. We'll stop him again. Whoa back. Whoa back. Whoa back. Whoa back. Whoa back. Right there. Good. 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 I'm going to walk in here and reward him. Let him know he did a good job. He's a little bit apprehensive of me. You can see him right there. Got a little aggravated with him the last session. I didn't beat him, but I did correct him. And I think that's what we need to get back to with our horses and kids. But I won't get into none of that today. But there's nothing wrong with a little correction. So Olaf is doing much better. I'm so pleased with him that I'm ready to give up my chocolate cake and coffee for it. So I must be real pleased. But we appreciate you all so much for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.